This video is sponsored by Moat.
In 1937, M. Chidambaram Chetiyar established the Indian Overseas Bank to encourage overseas banking and foreign exchange operations. IOB started up simultaneously at 3 branches, one each in Karaikudi, Madras, and Rangoon, Yangon. It quickly opened a branch in Penang, Kuala Lumpur, 1937 or 1938, and another in Singapore, 1937 or 1941. The bank served the Nattukottai Chettiyars, who were a mercantile class that at the time had spread from Chettinad in Tamil Nadu state to Ceylon, Sri Lanka, Burma, Myanmar, Malaya, Singapore, Java, Sumatra, and Saigon. As a result, from the beginning IOB specialized in foreign exchange and overseas banking, see below. Due to the war, IOB lost its branches in Rangoon and Penang and Singapore, though the branch in Singapore resumed operations in 1942 under Japanese supervision. In 1945 or 1946, IOB opened a branch in Colombo. In 1947, IOB opened a branch in Bangkok. Then IOB added a branch each in Ipoh, Klang, and Malacca, all in Malaya. Some years later, in 1955, IOB opened its first branch in Hong Kong. Others would follow. In 1963, the revolutionary government in Burma nationalized Indian Overseas Bank's branches in Rangoon, Mandalay, and Moulmein, which became People's Bank No. 4. In the 1960s, as the banking sector in India was consolidating through the merger of weak private sector banks with stronger ones, IOB acquired a number of local banks, Coimbatore Standard Bank, ACQ. 1963, one branch at Madras, Nanjannad Bank, or Nanjanad Bank, Coimbatore Vasunthara Bank, or Coimbatore Vasundhara Bank, EST June 1924, head office and 3 branches, ACQ. 1964, Kulitlai Bank, EST 1933, ACQ. 1964, 6 branches, Srinivasa Perumal Bank, EST November 1935 at Coimbatore, ACQ. 1966, and Sri Lord Venkateshwar Bank, EST June 1931 as Salem Shivapet Sri Venkateshwar Bank, ACQ. 1967, 2 branches in Salem, Tamil Nadu. Then in 1969, the Government of India nationalized IOB. At one point, probably before nationalization, IOB had 20 of its 80 branches located overseas. However, Malaysian law forbade foreign government ownership of banks in Malaysia. After nationalization, Indian Overseas Bank, like all the nationalized banks, turned inward, emphasizing the opening of branches in rural India. In 1973, IOB, Indian Bank, and United Commercial Bank established United Asian Bank Berhad in Malaysia. Indian Bank had been operating in Malaysia since 1941 and United Commercial Bank had been operating there since 1948. The banks set up United Asian to comply with the banking law in Malaysia, which prohibited foreign government banks from operating in the country. Each contributed their operations in Malaysia to the new joint venture bank, with each of the 3 parent banks owning a third of the shares. At the time, Indian Bank had 3 branches, and Indian Overseas Bank and United Commercial Bank had 8 between them. Also, IOB and 6 Indian private banks established Bharat Overseas Bank as a Chennai-based private bank to take over IOB's Bangkok branch. In 1977, IOB opened a branch in Seoul. It also opened a branch in Tsim Sha Tsui, Kowloon, Hong Kong. 2 years later, IOB opened a foreign currency banking unit in Colombo, Sri Lanka in 1983 ethnic sectarian violence in the form of anti-Tamil riots resulted in the burning of IOB's branch in Colombo. Indian Bank, which may have had stronger ties to the Sinhalese population, escaped unscathed. In 1988-89, IOB acquired Bank of Tamil Nadu and its 99 branches in a rescue. Bank of Tamil Nadu, or Bank of Tamil Nadu, had been established in 1903 in Tirunelveli as the South India Bank. In 1992, Bank of Commerce, BOC, a Malaysian bank, acquired United Asian Bank, UAB. In 2000, IOB engaged in an initial public offering, IPO, that brought the government's share in the bank's equity down to 75%. In 2001, IOB acquired the Mumbai-based Adarsh Janata Sahkari Bank, which gave it a branch in Mumbai. Then in 2009, IOB took over Sri Suvarn Sahkari Bank, which was founded in 1969 and had its head office in Pune. Sri Suvarn Sahkari Bank had been in administration since 2006. It had 9 branches in Pune, 2 in Mumbai and 1 in Shirpur. The total employee strength was estimated to be little over 100. IOB opened an extension counter at New Kathiresan Temple Complex, Bambalpitiya, Sri Lanka, on 29 August 2003. In 2005, IOB opened a representative office in Guangzhou, China. The next year, IOB opened another representative office, this time in Kuala Lumpur. In 2009, IOB opened a representative office in Dubai, United Arab Emirates. In the new millennium, international expansion picked up once again. In 2007, IOB took over Bharat Overseas Bank. Then in 2009, IOB acquired Pune-based Sri Suvarn Sahkari Bank, which had been established in 1969. The bank had 9 branches in Pune, 2 in Mumbai, and 1 in Shripur. In 2010, Malaysia awarded a commercial banking license to a locally incorporated bank to be jointly owned by Bank of Baroda, Indian Overseas Bank and Andhra Bank. The new bank, India International Bank, Malaysia, commenced operations in 2012 in Kuala Lumpur, which has a large population of Indians. Andhra Bank holds a 25% stake in the joint venture, Bank of Baroda owns 40%, and IOB the remaining 35%. IOB opened an offshore banking unit in Colombo, Sri Lanka, on 31 August 2013. The bank also upgraded its existing extension counter at Bambalpitiya into a full-fledged branch. As of March 2024, IOB has 3,236 branches, 3,506 ATMs and 6,379 business correspondents across the country.